Let's talk about a powerful idea that pretty much flips everything we think we know about reaching our big goals. What if I told you the secret to massive, life-changing success isn't some huge, heroic effort? What if it's actually the smallest, tiniest step you can possibly imagine? Let's dive in. You know the feeling, right? It's that New Year's resolution, that huge project you're so excited about. You're going to write a book, you're going to run a marathon, but then reality sets in. The sheer size of it just feels crushing. It's this all-or-nothing trap we all fall into, and it almost always leads to burnout before we even get off the starting line. Right? We get so focused on the finish line, on that final amazing result. And when we do that, a part of our brain, the amygdala to get specific, it kind of freaks out. It sees this huge gap between where we are now and where we want to be, and it flags it as a threat. And what does that trigger? Oh yeah, stress, procrastination, that feeling of being totally stuck. But what if there was a way to sneak past that fear response? What if the whole game isn't about that giant leap, but about something way quieter, way smaller, and honestly way more powerful? What if everything, and I mean everything, starts with just one tiny little step? This is where we bring in this incredible Japanese philosophy called Kaizen. It's such an elegant answer to the problem of burning out on our biggest dreams. And it's all about one thing: the power of small, continuous improvements. So look at this comparison. It lays it all out. On one side, you've got the old way, these huge, scary goals that demand instant results and, well, usually end in burnout. But on the other side, that's the Kaizen mindset. It's all about tiny habits, focusing on getting just a little bit better every day, and building a discipline that actually lasts. So what is Kaizen at its core? It's really just this simple idea of focusing on small behaviors you can do every single day. The secret sauce isn't the size of the action, it's the consistency. Because over time, those tiny little actions, they compound. And that's when you see the truly massive impact on your discipline and your success. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it? Well, it all comes down to what you could call a cognitive toolkit. 3 key habits that help you put Kaizen into practice and totally reset how your brain looks at challenges. The first tool is micro-progress, and trust me, this one is a game changer. It's about breaking your goal down to the smallest possible step. And here's the most important part. You have to actually acknowledge and celebrate that you did it. Want to write a book? Awesome. Just write 1 sentence today. And then you let yourself feel good about it. That tiny win creates momentum, and that's what makes you want to come back and do it again tomorrow. Next up, we have cognitive restraint. Think of this one as your mental pause button. It's the skill of stopping for just a second before you give in to a bad impulse or a negative thought. That urge to procrastinate, that little voice saying, "This is too hard," you just learn to notice it, take a breath, and not act on it. It's a muscle, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets. And our third tool is intersective awareness. This is all about tuning into your own body. It's learning to notice those super subtle little cues, that tightness in your shoulder, that sudden urge to check your phone. You catch them before they spiral into major stress or a full-blown distraction. It's like being proactive instead of reactive with your own mind.
So you might be thinking, okay, these are nice little tricks, but how does this lead to massive change? Well, this is where the real magic happens. When you consistently practice these small habits, you're not just building good routines, you are literally rewiring your brain.
And this really shows you the whole process. It's a simple but incredibly powerful loop. You start by practicing these small daily behaviors, right? The micro-progress, the cognitive restraint, the awareness. That, in turn, builds genuine discipline and self-awareness. And that solid foundation is what finally allows you to achieve that massive impact you were after all along. This whole idea goes way deeper than just productivity hacks. It's about changing your entire internal world. As one writer put it, by mastering these small habits, you can reshape your brain and emotional balance. It's a huge shift from fighting against yourself to finally working with yourself.
So yeah, it's pretty clear that Kaizen is this amazing alternative to that constant boom and bust cycle of setting goals. But you know what the most beautiful part is? It's how easy it is to start. Your journey doesn't begin tomorrow with some grand, complicated plan. It starts right now, with one single micro.
So if you take anything away from this, let it be this. Keep it simple. First, just focus on one laughably small thing you can do today. Second, be consistent.
The real power is in the repetition, not the one-off heroic act. And third, and don't forget this one, celebrate that micro progress. Give yourself credit for the win, no matter how tiny it seems. So I'll leave you with this question. Forget the marathon for a second. Forget the whole novel. Just ask yourself this. What is the one tiny, almost effortless improvement you can make today? Maybe it's just putting your running shoes by the door. Maybe it's opening a blank document and writing a single title. Whatever it is, that's where your massive impact begins.